How to use Monday.com for task management. Hello guys and welcome to this new tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to use your favorite CRM platform, which is going to be Monday.com for task management. So the process is going to be very easy and simple. We are going to head over Monday.com, sign in for an account and get a specific link or a URL, as you can see in the name of the Monday for your account. As you can see, we have everything in here. So basically you're going to get something like this in the dashboard. Now what we're going to do is going to be very simple. We are going to have the, as you can see, daily task dash. These are going to be the specific recent projects that I have read or I have created. Now, for the most important part here is to have a workspace. You're going to head over your workspace. If you do not have a workspace, you can go ahead and create a workspace or a project. As you can see, I have already attended the limitation of the projects because I have created a lot of them. Now on the project, as you can see, you can go ahead and add whatever you want for the workspace. But if you're going to be only interested in adding a workspace, click on add workspace and you're going to name it and select the privacy of it. So after you have created the workspace, what we're going to do is to add a specific dashboard or a board, not a dashboard yet. So we're going to add or click on the blue button here and we're going to click on board. On the boards, you're going to create a new board or start with a template. If you're going to be interested in a template, you're going to have, for example, here are the recommended ones for you. So you can go ahead and have whatever you want from here. And the most important part here is to have the tasks. So you can go ahead and type in tasks, for example, task like this, and then you're going to see everything into one specific way. So the most important part here is to add a, as you can see, a template, whatever template as you can need or request, for example. All of them are going to conduct you to a specific task management. So let's go ahead and have, for example, the marketing. For the marketing, you're going to have the marketing or email marketing or whatever template that you are going to find, not obviously, or obviously you are not going to check up the name, but we are going to create one, for example, for the email marketing. I'm going to head over this one and use that template. So I'm going to wait for a few seconds until the template is going to be added or copied into our workspace. And then we're going to have some of the specific, as you can see, template guidance. So normally it is not going to take a little bit of a time, but I don't know here why it is going to take so much. So we are going to wait for it. And basically you are going to get something like that. So this is the logo of a board. So this is the board. And here, as you can see, this is the columns that you're going to put your tasks on. As you can see here, video creation, graphic design, and video editing. All of these are going to be some sample or template tasks that you're going to find right away. You're going to click on it and you're going to get more details. So basically you can go ahead and attach some files. As you can see, you can check the activity log if you're going to have a team working on in here. So we are going to see the teams if they have left a message, if they have did an activity in it. For example, changing the placing of or the placement of a file or the specific columns, for example, the status of it. As you can see, you can go ahead and have all of these statuses. Also for the days, timeline, priorities, and etc. So these are going to be tasks. Now, what I'm going to do is to redo the process, but I'm not going to choose a template. So we're going to click on the blue button, boards, new board, and here we have something else. So you're going to put a name for your board. You're going to choose the privacy of it. For example, if it is going to be the main, a private or a shareable one. Also, you're going to select what you're going to manage in this board. Basically, you're going to choose from these tasks. And then we're going to click on create board. After that, we're going to find this specific area. Now, what we're going to do is going to check up these, as you can see here, specific tasks. Now, what we're going to do is to set up more columns. As you can see here, we have the task name. we have the person or the assignees or the assigned person. You can go ahead and have it as a standard one. So we are going basically here to have the date, and also we're going to have more columns. So we can add from these columns like drop down, dates, numbers, people, texts, and statuses. So basically you're going to have everything. Also, we have the integration of the AI powered, as you can see, information extraction or labels assignment, and here we have it. So we are going to have something added, maybe some numbers. You're going to have some calculation in here. You can add some formulas and whatever you want from here. Now, these are going to be the group or the specified group title for all the tasks that you're going to add. For example, you can go ahead and have a group title for a specific person, or group title or group A, for example. And here we are going to have maybe two mini groups that you're going to manage in here. So you're going to give them some tasks. Group A is going to have a task, group B. So as you can see here, we are going to have everything set up into one place or one board. And this is the new board. So I'm going to rename it, for example, task, like that, management. And now for the more or the most important part here is going to have this dashboard linked to or this board linked to a dashboard. How we can do that? It is going to be very simple. As you know, before I head over that step, as you can see, we can add new tasks from here for any group that we want. It is going to be very easy. We can add also as many groups as we want, and we can go ahead and modify statuses and do some automations. Now, what I'm going to do is going to be very simple. I'm going to add item to workspace, and that item is going to be, for example, a dashboard. So I'm going to add it, name that as task management, for example, dash, and we are going to let it as main. Create that dashboard, and we're going to connect it to the specific task management. So normally we're going to have the recently used. I'm going to select that, click done, and it is going to be here. So it is going to be connected. That means, or as you can see, we have one connected dashboard. That means that you can connect how many dashboards that you want or boards, but it is okay. We are going to focus only on this one. Now, how dashboards work. Basically, they work with the help of widgets. So these widgets, you're going to add them just like that. And depending on the type of the widget that you're going to add, you're going to find everything. For example, we're going to have charts, numbers, batteries, Gantt, file gallery, and more apps. Also, you can go ahead and have more widgets, and these widgets are going to be specified, like time tracking, like board updates, and etc. So for the task management, you need to add board updates and time tracking, and also the charts. So I'm going to add the first one, the board tracking or the board updates. We're going to add it like this as a little widget. Boom, like that. Also, I am going to add another widget like the chart. As you can see, it is going to be dependent or filtering whatever we want from here. So we are going to filter maybe the conditions or the columns, for example, of a group or wherever I can go ahead and do it. Basically, I can go ahead and click on the setting of the short and select the type of the short, for example, from here, or have the customization of the labels, sorting, benchmark lines, boards, whatever. So you're going to track for the short, whatever. For example, a timeline, a specific due date, or whatever. And also you can go ahead and add more widgets from here to keep the track of that board. Also for the tasks, let's say that you have finished adding the different widgets of the, as you can see here, specific status of your project or task management of yours. You can go ahead and have something added like this battery for the statuses, or I don't know here, whatever you are going to put some sections or columns for it. And the final one is going to be a modification, or we're going to add an addition to it, which is going to be maybe a form, for example, or a folder. So you can also add some documents or a new doc right there, and then you're going to have this doc add it maybe to store some files. You have some, let's say, more explanation for your specific team. And from there, you're going to have some resumes about your specific task management dashboard. That was pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the content, and I hope to see you soon on the next one.